Alright, welcome to Tom Out. I'm on a little vacay in Kampot again. I'm back with my band and we had 3 shows this week. It helps pay for like most of the trip. And we're at it's like our 3rd day here now, and I'm at the resort Funky Moon. It's where we were at Christmas. So I'm coming out to the front so we could have a walk-in right from the entrance. It's Khmer New Year now. So today there's a chance you might see everyone shooting each other with water guns and in downtown. Here's the resort at Funky Moon. Private rooms are like $20 a night, and the dorm with 4 beds in it, one room with 4 beds in it, is $5 a night each bed. So really that whole dorm is $20 a night too. It's just split up by 4 beds. So my drummer and I are in that dorm room, but we rented out the whole thing. So we're paying, him and I are both paying for 2 beds. So no strangers can come in. So we just walked through this garden here. And hey, this could be your life if you move to Cambodia and teach. They have more public holidays than we do in the West, so anytime you get a couple days off of teaching or school, this place is only a 2-hour drive away from Phnom Penh. And I have been here for a few days and I haven't really been doing videos because I'm just having a little vacay for myself, but we're here today and tomorrow, and then we leave the next day. So I plan today to do a lot of video stuff. I just woke up like a half hour ago and we're doing this live stream. If we go downtown, I'll bring my camera in case if there's lots of water gun action and tons of stuff to see, I'll video that. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Right, buddy? It's Kevin. Let's take a look at this place. I might not go, I might not do a whole hour. These live streams I do are usually an hour, but I just wanted to check in with you guys and show you what's going on. And I plan to move to Kampot in like a month and a half. So I'm like 6 weeks away from moving here. You can get a house. Holy crap, the deck's too hot to stand on over there. Yeah, you can get a 2-bedroom house, totally gated in on its own, and for only like $200 a month here. So pretty soon I'm gonna go, in about a month and a half, I'll be renting my own private house, like a little villa with 2 bedrooms and a garden and a yard and a fence all around it and everything. hey, if you're interested in teaching and you want to have a life like this, and you're sick of the way things are going on back in your home country, or politics has really taken a bad turn lately everywhere. Things are changing. People want to maybe get out of the situation they're in and stuff like that, and maybe not everyone considers Cambodia. It's like, where the hell's that? What is that? Like, you heard of Thailand, you heard of Vietnam, but what the hell is Cambodia? Cambodia is like beside Thailand and Vietnam. And it's very low cost of living. And then also, you do not need a degree to be a teacher in Cambodia. I don't have a university degree. I was teaching in high school for 2 years. So if you're a native speaker and you want to change in your life, really look into it, consider it. I have links below. It's AVSE TESOL, and they have many different programs. There's like a main TEFL one, but they have some side little programs too. One's for jobs, one for internships. But they're government accredited, and then upon completion, they have hands-on job support. So they keep on linking you with schools and getting you interviews till you get a job. Oh, we got some more people joining. We're just doing a walkthrough of my resort in Kampot. We already did it from the entrance in, but now people are joining. And I'm chit-chatting about the process and the option of moving abroad, teaching abroad. Come teach in Cambodia. In this program I'm telling you about, they also facilitate Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh. Their headquarters is actually there, this TESOL program. So you could do Vietnam as well. It's just in Vietnam, to get the long-term visa, you have to have a degree. So basically, if you have a degree, you should maybe aim for Vietnam because you can get paid more. And if you don't have a degree, you can do Cambodia. It's great. I've got the link below. It's just a 4-week program. It takes place in the country. And what's good about that is everyone's showing up alone, right? When you do this thing, you leave all your friends behind, you sell all your stuff, and you come here. Am I going to be lonely all the time? Or am I going to make friends easy? So when you start the course, just instantly you have like 10 other people in your TEFL class, right? So that's the other great thing about this program is from day one, you'll have like a big handful of friends to go explore or go see the temples or go to Siem Reap or weekend trips and stuff. I did it 3 years ago, this program, and I still have 4 friends living here that were in my class. So you can make long-lasting friends. And then they take all the worry out about having to find your own job. It's not that hard to find a job, especially once you've already been teaching and living here, because then you know how it works and you've networked your friends with other teachers at other schools, or this or that. Like when you've just landed here and you're going to cold call or go knocking on schools' doors, it's really, you don't even know where to start. It's like really daunting, and they might not speak English when you knock on the person at the door, or there might be security that won't even let you in the school. When you do it with AVSE, they just send out emails on your behalf with the big watermark, and they have a really good reputation. So you're not just Joe Schmo. You're being recommended by AVSE, and they'll look at those people first. And in their eyes, it's way less of a risk to take a chance on you than to take a chance on somebody random. Mike says, if you don't go, you won't know. He did it, and he loves teaching kindergarten. There you go. There's a testimonial. Yeah, it sounds corny, but it's really rewarding to see the kids and the difference you make in their lives, the students. and they care about you, and they'll figure out when it's your birthday and you'll go into class and all the kids will have bought you a cake or something. Like, they're really sweet too. All right. I usually do these live streams for an hour, but I don't think I have, there's not an hour worth of stuff today. I just wanted to check it. I haven't made one in a while. I wanted to show you guys this place and kind of talk about teaching in case anyone else wants to get in on this. Look at this life. So we're here, we got here on Thursday, and now it's Sunday. I guess this is our 4th day. Well, I guess the first day doesn't really count. We've been here like 3.5 days now. And we're here as a band. We booked for this like 5-day period or whatever it is, we booked 3 gigs. So we had Thursday night, Saturday night, and then Monday night. So we played last night on Saturday night. It was really good. It was called The Squinting Cat. A lot of people come out. That's the good thing about a small town sometimes is there's not 1,000 events happening at once. There's not. So when there's something happening, everyone comes to that one thing. Or there might be 2 things happening. So then you wonder, okay, half the people will go there and half will come here. You're not trying to divide everyone's time over like 50 events. So, because we were at the Squinting Cat, that was kind of like the thing that was happening last night. So a lot of the expats and people that live here were all out at our show. The same thing will happen on Monday. Tomorrow we play at a place called The Bay, which is good. It was right across the street from our show last night. So when we finished playing, we just loaded all our gear across the street and left it at the bar we're going to play at tomorrow. And then we don't have to carry it back and forth to our resort and stuff. And you can get kayaks and go all through this stuff. This is a big part of why I want to move here. Like, just look, the camera doesn't do it justice, but you can, no matter where you are, even in the downtown city of Kampot, you can kind of look over to the side and see that mountain range. Like, there's a few different hilltops like in front of each other and stuff, and sometimes the clouds move in between the different peaks, and it looks really like epic. Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee and get my day going. We kind of slept in. It's like 10:45 now. But I plan to do a lot more filming today. It's just probably from now on, this will be the last. I need to mention this actually. Today when we go downtown, it could be crazy partying, everyone on the streets shooting each other with water guns, and it's the Khmer New Year, and they do that and everyone's splashing each other, and then they also throw like baby powder and it sticks to you and all this stuff. So when we go downtown, that might be happening. And I'm gonna go live once or twice today, but only for members. I have a Tom Trips Out members section in this YouTube. And there's a link in the description for it if you want to just read about it first or see what you get or all that. But it's basically $4.99, and there's like extra videos I put there. Only members can see them. I've been doing it for like 3 months, 4 months. So there's over 150 extra videos already sitting there. So what I suggest to people is just sign up for 1 month and quit. So you just get the 1 month and go binge everything that's there. And it helps. It's a good way to support my channel because you're not just throwing away money for nothing. You'll get 150 videos you can binge. And today when I go downtown, I'm gonna go live for members only and show all the craziness and chaos that's happening, if it's happening, we'll see. And I'll probably do one as soon as we get there, and then another one later on in the evening, because I usually try to do stuff for members quite often. And the last 3 days I haven't done one because I've been on vacation here kind of. So today they're probably gonna get two members videos that come out today when we go downtown. like early afternoon, lunchtime-ish, and then evening time. And then hopefully I'll bring my real camera too, so I can capture footage and maybe edit together a 10-minute video when I get home too. Yeah, consider becoming a member, even if it's just 1 month. I don't care if you quit. Just binge all the content that's there, and you can feel good. You're helping out Tom out here in Cambodia. Oh, and Keto says, can't live comfortably in Cambodia on $1,500 per month. Oh, can I? Sorry, there was dust on my phone. Yes, you could. No drugs, no gambling, no pay for sex, just clean life. Yeah, you could get by on, you could, if that's what you do, you could get by on, I'd say 700 a month. Do you drink? Someone's asking, could they survive in Cambodia if they only make 1,500 a month? Yeah, yeah. They're saying it, yeah, super easy. I'm not even careful, and I think my budget is about 800. And I buy some of those things you mentioned there. So you don't even buy that stuff, so it depends too how you spend. You can't just tell someone that, right? Like if you choose where you buy your food, can make a big difference. If you change even $5 a day, that's 150 in a month changing, right? So you. But the big rule of thumb usually you tell people just in general is 1,000 a month. But for me, I would only need like 750 probably, maybe 800. But if you're not, you said no drugs, no gambling, no pay for sex. Just clean life. Yeah, and if you cooked your own meals, like I think it's, and it depends what apartment you have too. You could have a $400 apartment, or you could have a $150 apartment a month. So it kind of all depends on what apartment you have or what type of things are in your life. But like, you get what I mean from that, right? But if you had a very cheap apartment and you were cooking all your meals and all that, you could go as low as 600 a month. I think you could survive on 600 a month. But it would be pretty tight. You couldn't eat sushi and you couldn't go to the mall and stuff like that. Mike says, I'm from the US and I'm teaching. Yeah, and Mike just came like a few months ago. I forget exactly right now, but so he's a new teacher. He's been teaching maybe what, like a month or a month and a half, Mike? Maybe even less than a month. So this is a very good, thanks for being here, Mike. It's great to have your input as someone that just went through the program and got a job and is succeeding and loving it now. You can really give your input. So Mike says he's from the US and he's teaching. His apartment's on the 26th floor and the view is all of downtown, and he pays $300 for a 1-bedroom. And Mike goes on to say his full budget for the month is $900. And I save $300 a month. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, I see what you mean. So like probably, so from his job, he's making $1,200. That's what he means by he's able to save $300. So his rent is $300. All his other expenses are around $600. So then his final budget is $900. But his paycheck is $1,200. So then he's able to pocket $300 US disposable every month. You can save that. And then finally, when a holiday comes, snap, you can go to Ho Chi Minh, you can come here to Kampot. You know what this trip costs? Like, it's like $6 on a little 12-person van to get here, $6, and then you could have a room for like $10 a night. So if you just came for 2 nights or 3 nights, your whole trip would be like $40 or $50. It's really easy to have a vacation here. How is salary there for non-native speaker? Aston says. It can vary, right? And how it depends on the person interviewing you and how, you know, if you're a non-native speaker and you have a very bad accent, or, you know, then it could be worse. But it's usually from what I've seen, it's like you get, instead of 1,200 like Mike's making, you might make 1,000, like a 1,000 or 1,100. So it's like 100, 150. It shouldn't be more than 200 less. You know what I mean? Because then you can't even live off that. I think I heard of someone one time that was non-native. They got hired at 900 a month but it was a promise in writing that after 3 months they get moved up to like 1,000 or 1,100. Like you get a raise after the first 3 months, because I think they're kind of saying we'll take a chance on you, and in those first 3 months, if you can like prove yourself that you're great and it's going well and everything, then we'll bump you up to the 1,100 or whatever. So deals can be different, like depending what happens in your interview or who the principal is or what they want to offer you and stuff. But just in general, it's maybe like 100 less or 150 less a month. That's what I've seen. I work at a not so great paying school, so I'm at 1,200. But my other classmate got a job at an Australian school and is making 2,500. Yeah, that's crazy. I have 2 friends at a school like that too, but it's like there's one school like that in the whole city, so you shouldn't count on that. It's probably ACE, right, Mike? And at those schools, if they're paying 2,500, they'll really be strict about your accreditations. You would need a degree for that for sure. It won't just be walk in and you get the job. If they're going to be paying you double like that, then there'll be high expectations, and there'll be strict hiring processes and stuff. And you never know this, Mike. They might be really overworking that person. It might not be, though. It might just be a sweet gig. But sometimes when you get paid a lot, all of a sudden you're working some Saturdays, you're doing a lot more extra classes, or they start to dump a lot of workload on you. Norman says, how about a southern draw? I'm from the south here in the USA. Yeah, that doesn't matter. They mostly look at your passport, anyone. So USA is like, whoa, yes, like, and the kids would love that. No matter where you are from, if you just say USA, automatically you're a movie star and you're from Hollywood, you know. All the kids, cool, wow. Mike's American. Aren't you? I'm bad at America geography. Mike, who's in this chat, I think he's from Kansas, and isn't that somewhat getting close to Southern, getting an accent a little bit? I know they don't have a strong one, but he's had no problem getting a job. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. What I would say to you, though, maybe when you're with your students and you're practicing like pronunciation, okay, repeat after me, and you do something, maybe reel in your accent a little bit, right? You don't want to pour on your accent extra hard when you're teaching. Maybe just try to be somewhat more neutral. But I think that's really not a factor. It doesn't matter. Maybe avoid, if you're in the interview, don't use slang or like expressions and sayings that you would say in your hometown. Like, don't do anything that'll make you look weird. You'll be fine. These fishermen guys come and they drop these like square nets in the water. They look like crab traps or something. Aston says, $900 is enough at Cambodia. Yeah, it is. You might not save a lot extra, right? Like your whole budget might end up being like 800 or 850. Then you can only save maybe 100 or less, but you could totally cover your bills with 900 for sure. Especially if you get a cheap apartment. My first apartment here ever was 140 a month. Mike says, I'm from Kansas. They all say I sound like a cowboy and they love it. So that's what Mike says. Yeah, and the guy that got the 2,500 job has a bachelor's degree, so I was right. Yeah, and it's high expectations, and the guy's stressed out, and he doesn't know the stuff he's teaching. That's what Mike's saying. He's saying that about the guy that got they'll have really high expectations of you and maybe overwork you, but if you're up for the challenge, it's worth the money, I guess. Norman's from Virginia. I've been teaching since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. By the way, is it easy to get job there teaching? My plan is to make it on Siem Reap. Yeah, you can teach in Siem Reap. It's just a smaller town, so there's a little bit less schools than Phnom Penh, but it's not tiny. It's not like here where I am now in Kampot. That would be a challenge. It'd be very, very hard to get a teaching job where I'm standing right now. Like Siem Reap is not hard. You could do Siem Reap, yes. It's just imagine Phnom Penh is probably like 4 times bigger, so there's just 4 times more schools, but it's still, Siem Reap is still lots of opportunity. What did you ask? By the way, is easy to get job there? Yeah, like if you show up, you have to dress nice and you have a positive attitude, the teachers are really in demand. And then especially if you're a native speaker, or also unfortunately, there's some image involved too, like the parents dropping off. So if you're white, that helps. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be white, but I mean, that's considered something that's a plus for you if you're white. It will look good when the parents drop their kids off at school and they see you and stuff. But the easiest way is to do one of the programs with AVSE TEFL. I have the link below. It's the training program to get you ready to be a teacher. But if you already have a TEFL or you've already taught, they have a side program. It's only 9 days, and coming out of that, they get you your first job. They'll help you. They keep lining up interviews for you until you get one. So they'll contact the schools for you, and they have a good reputation, so the schools will want to see you and interview you and stuff. It's called Teaching Jobs Abroad program on AVSE. I have a link below for that. And if you go for any of these programs, just mention Tom Trips Out or mention Tom, because it really helps me. They give me a small little commission kickback for helping awareness and helping recruit more people to come and stuff. And my drummer who's here with me now, he did the AVSE course too, and I did it, and Mike in the chat here did it. He's teaching now and he loves it. I see your posts, Mike. Sometimes he looks like he's really enjoying the vibe and the energy of the little kids, and it's like so rewarding already. And then he just mentioned in this chat that he's able to pay all his bills, and at the end of the month still save on the side, saving $300 a month US. Like, that's pretty decent to love your job and live in paradise. And then when it's all said and done, you have 300 US just to save, and then the next month again and again and again. Now Mike is saying also, he's giving advice. Mike's advice is saying you should also have extra money stashed away, like 500 or 1,000, because they're just weird little things that pop up, and sometimes it can get expensive, and that's before you've gotten your first paycheck from your job. So you should have, because that's what sucks too. It takes a month to do the course. Then when you get a job and you're hired, it's not like you get a paycheck on day one. You'll have to work for a whole month. So when you get your job, it could be 4 or 5 weeks till you get a paycheck, because you only get paid once a month usually. So if you come here and you only bring 1 month worth of money and you do the course in 1 month, then you run out of money and you won't have a paycheck for another 4 weeks. So Mike's advice is true. You gotta have some money that can last you, and for little things that come up, or emergencies, or things you need, or just to tie you over till your first paycheck finally comes. You know what I mean? I always tell people you should have at least $2,000 like when you land here, like in your account, and that's basically the same like we were saying, like 1,000 a month, right? So if you have at least 2 months worth of money, but if you could have 3,000 in your bank, that's even better, right? You don't want to hit zero. Mike. So Mike had that money stashed away, and he spent every penny of it, getting set up in his apartment and moving around. And sometimes you'll try out a place, and oh, the water bursted through the ceiling, and oh, and I got to move out of that place, or like, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. Dennis, been watching your videos, brother. How much does the TESOL course cost there? Had one back in 2004 when I lived in Hong Kong, HK. Well, if you already have a TEFL, you could take, they have a little side program that's only 1 week, and it's for people that already have their TEFL. And it's like a quick refresh, and they do lesson planning, and then they bring you to actual schools, and you sit in the room and watch teachers you observe and make notes on them. And then you come back the next time, you come back to that same classroom, and you have a lesson plan ready, and you have to take over the class for an hour just as practice, and the teacher watches you, and you do that like 7 times or something. And all this happens over like a 9-day period, and then you finish that, and they'll help you find your first job. What did you ask again? Oh yeah, how much does it cost? So you can check, I have the link below, you can read all about it on their website and what you get and all that, but the main full course, the 4-week TEFL course, the main thing I'm talking about, it's 1,700 US. I think it's like 1690, or it's very close to 1,700. You can check all this on the website. And then the little short 9-day course, I think that's 850. It's about half. But the 850 one, the little 9-day 1-week course, it includes accommodation for the 9 days too at a hotel. I'd suggest reading the website. Right now I'm holding the phone. I don't have the material in front of me, but you can get an idea from what I just said. But if you really want to know the right information, you could click the link and see their website, and they're very well trusted and highly rated. If you search it on Google reviews and see their stars, or there's a website called Trustpilot that'll tell you if certain things are a scam or not, and like it's rated very, very highly. It's very trustworthy. I did it, my drummer did it, Mike in the chat here did it. I've been kind of recommending it for the last maybe less than 2 years or so, and I've helped probably 45 people become teachers that have come because of my videos and stuff. So it's real. It's a real deal. It's the real deal, man. Mike. Dennis, I sent 1,600 for the 4-week course in Phnom, but online is a lot cheaper. Yeah, you can do it online too, but online I think is 1,000. It's like 999 or something like that. But when you do it at home online, I don't think you get as much out of it. You can't. Are you really going to be any different? You click a few mouse buttons in your basement, and then now you're a teacher. You didn't get to try it out with real kids. You're not like the other students in your class that are with you. You role play with each other. Okay, I'm the teacher, you guys are the students, and you try things out, or different games that you would do in class with the students. You can try it out with your classmates and stuff. And when you're at home online, you're just reading a description about, oh, this is how you play a game, and then you get thrown into a classroom and you've never actually gone through the motion or tried it or practiced in real life. So, okay. Okay, let me read this stuff. Mike, then the job permit, EB visa, and the border run. Yeah. Kelly Gabrowski. Police is on the way. Police is on the way for what? There's like no police presence here, period. You'll like never ever see a police unless they're doing traffic or something. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, they bred that into them. But they're very good family dogs, really good with kids.
Aston says, so as I understand, if you look handsome or pretty, that could help to be hired. Maybe, but that's the same anywhere in the whole world, I think, right? That's not something special about Cambodia or any extra in Cambodia. It's not like that. I'm not good looking or anything. Look at me. I can't wear a hat in my thing. I'm like, the students are asking me, why are you bald? They look worried like I have cancer or something. And I'm like, or some of them are asking, why would you get that haircut? And I'm like, it's not a style. I lost my hair. Like, idiots. Like, I've worked with, whatever, it sounds mean, but I'm addressing your question. I've worked with lots of people that are very not good looking or very overweight, or, you know, that really doesn't matter. What really, really matters is your passport, where your passport is from. But on the other hand, like let's say it was for kindergarten or younger than kindergarten, the image matters more then because the parents are dropping their kids off and their kid is only like 2 years old. Then they look up and see the teacher and it's like a big obese man or something. Like they wouldn't really like, the parents might rather want to see like a very young, bright, female, bubbly teacher who's smiling and, oh, I love these kids and stuff like that. That's who usually gets picked for kindergarten or younger, the primary, underneath kindergarten and grade 1 and stuff. But because sometimes the kids are crying and you have to comfort them, and it's just a more suited type of person for that type of position. But like if you, other than that, that doesn't matter. Or, you know, the school has a website or a Facebook and they want to post, look, here's our new native English teachers. Send your kids to enroll in our school. You know what I mean? And they show a picture of the new teachers they hired. In their mind, when they're looking at you, they might be like, oh, these people would make our school look really good in the ads and stuff. But that's why you should dress nice and try to look your best. But it's more like just respect yourself and then they'll respect you. Like dress professional. Okay, I'm going to end it off soon. Let me read what you guys wrote here. Hamilton. Friggin' right, buddy. I'm from Toronto and Mississauga. Straight Edge Jen, former educator, current administrator. Did not know such a program existed. Yeah, AVSE TESOL. So look at it there's a link in the description if you want to read about it. And they have lots of little side programs too. If you're already a teacher, you can upgrade your skills or get extra accreditations and stuff. Mike says he takes 200 pictures a week. Everyone at school wants a picture with him because he's from America.
That's a beautiful area.
Bankrupt Idealist says, heard Marduk Bar had about 7 people there last night. Friday? Oh, Maddie Bar. I'm not sure. I was across the street from Maddie Bar at a place called Squinting Cat, and our place was packed because we were playing a show. I'm here with my band playing gigs. We're here for like 5 nights, and 3 of the nights we have shows here in Kampot. So maybe it was our fault. Like we were playing across the street, and our bar was totally full. So we probably drew all the people into our bar with our music. Squinting Cat. But you know what's funny? Maddie Bar is a way better bar. It's way nicer to be there, but we had the entertainment going at our bar. Straight as Jen. I have a master's in TESOL. Oh, okay, yeah. And it sounds like you already have a job too, so you don't really need that. But yeah, I've asked my like the director of this course, like what level of TEFL is this? Because people have asked me that. And he said it because it's government accredited and it's been rated as a CELTA equivalent or very close to it. It's a very hard course actually and very strong accreditation, the AVSE one, because it has accreditation from the government and many of them don't have that. So it's very strong and legit. You can research it at the ratings and the Trustpilot and the reviews and stuff. It's very highly reputation and all that. Strange how places are hot or not. Yeah, it's like that. No, I was saying, oh, it's all because of us. It's just by chance. You know, I've played lots of shows where we're the empty bar and it across the street is happening. Like, it's just, you never know. You can't predict it always. Anyways, I'm going to end it off here. Good to chat with you guys. And later we're going to head into town and it might be all the crazy New Year's, hundreds of people squirting water guns at each other and throwing powder in each other's faces. It's the big New Year festival. But the rest of today, I'm only going live for my members, Tom Trips Out members. I have about 10 members. It's $4.99 a month, and you get extra videos. There's like 150 videos already just sitting there now. So what I suggest is sign up and then quit. So you're just signing up for only 1 month only. Binge all that stuff, and then you can check out. I'm going to go live when we go downtown, but only for the members. Members live. All right? And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.